creative power that could be released as collective trauma is healed. Humanity needs that power to resolve the important problems we now face and to finally eliminate war and poverty from our world. With such elegant and effective tools available to us, now is the time to put them into the hands of the healers who will bring relief to their peoples in their time of need. I'm Dr. Tamara Brennan, a psychologist and the Executive Director of the Sextile Soul Center for Community Action. Thank you for allowing me to share with you how we are helping populations in crisis through our International Partners for Healing program. You must be here because you care about people who are suffering. Thank you for your kindness. The human family has endured terrible suffering, and you can probably name more than one major humanitarian crisis going on right now. Major disaster or injustice changes the lives of whole peoples time and time again. For the people impacted, life is never the same. Tragedy on a large scale. When the world comes down on a person, on a whole people, to betray their trust in life, disaster of that magnitude causes long-term emotional distress. Children are especially vulnerable when the world falls apart. The trauma that results from major disaster can lead to illness, affect family life, and, on a practical level, it makes it hard to do all that is necessary to rebuild a new life and a new society. Well, there's good news. There are now new healing methods that are effective in alleviating traumatic stress and emotional suffering. Therapists are having good success helping people to find lasting relief. This is even true for people with severe trauma, and that is very good news. These powerful techniques are part of the leading-edge approach to healing known as energy medicine and energy psychology, which engage the energetic system of the body to heal the body, mind, and spirit. Everything in the universe is energy. Every form in the known world is created by energy. Every cell in our body produces an electrical charge that is the battery on which life runs. Prana, Chi, Orindi, life force. These are some of the names for the energy that animates the human body. Our thoughts give rise to emotional reactions that directly impact the flow of energy within our bodies. When this flow is impeded, our health suffers. The science of epigenetics is uncovering exciting new insights into how the way we interpret our experiences, good, bad, or terrifying, directly influences the chemistry of our bodies, allowing for health or disease to arise. The chemical changes that strong feelings produce have the power to affect the very expression of our genes. We are also learning more about how trauma changes the brain, and this helps us discover how to better assist people through the process of recovery. Researchers are finding how meditation improves the brain structure of long-time meditators, but chronic stress can change the brain for the worse. So the longer traumatic stress persists, the more it can harm a person's brain. So if we are energy, and the flow of energy is impacted by how our thoughts change the chemicals in our bodies, and our interpretation of events can cause chronic stress, how can we get that flow going again? Well, this is the realm of energy medicine and energy psychology. Many of these approaches have roots in Chinese medicine, which has a 5,000-year history of helping people return to balance. It's exciting to see how scientific research is starting to support the successes that are seen clinically by practitioners of these therapies. As our knowledge is evolving, so are the possibilities of helping people in crisis. And that is the mission of the International Partners for Healing program. We are an alliance of experts in the treatment of trauma who practice energy medicine and energy psychology methods. When there is a crisis, we prepare a team to go And instead of treating the population one person at a time, our strategy is to train local doctors, healers, or teachers in the methods that we use in order to prepare them to help their people over time. And it is a strategy that has worked very well. Let me give you an example as we take a closer look at how this works. In the fall of 2005, a vast region of Central America, all the way from Oaxaca, Mexico to Nicaragua, was devastated by Hurricane Stan. In Chiapas, Mexico, where Sexto Sol has its office, over 500,000 people were directly impacted. So we invited the Acupuncture International Brigade to come to Motocintla, Chiapas, to provide training at the government hospital. Over 6 days, they trained 50 doctors, nurses, and traditional healers, who then went on to help thousands of people in the remote areas and in the populated areas, but mostly in the remote areas where otherwise people would have been left without much help at all. The photos don't do them justice, but the results do. We have stories of people who, in the remote areas, carried relatives on their backs through the debris, over canyons, over ridges, to get to the clinics where a nurse provided them with the acupuncture. And they did this because they had experienced the treatment and had felt relief. During the training, the doctors provided attention under supervision to the population. So this meant that in the hospital, over 350 people from the city and surrounding communities were treated. Many of them were people who came back day after day because the treatments were making them feel better. Later, we took a team of the doctors to a small town that was severely impacted by the disaster, and we set up chairs in the park where, as you can see, some 80 people came to get this help. Since that experience, our alliance has grown to include people who teach other healing techniques. And this allows us to select the most appropriate therapies to be taught for a given situation. The good thing about our overall approach is that the people who are trained can help into the future. This is a photo of 2 traditional healers who are members of the Organización de Médicos Indígenas de la Sierra. After their initial training, they have gone on to help people with other disasters in the region at the request of the health department. I accompanied rescue teams into the remote villages in the aftermath of Hurricane Stan to provide acupuncture. In July of 2014, a devastating earthquake impacted the Sierra Madre region. The homes of thousands of very poor families were severely damaged or destroyed. Many fled to shelters where they endured the panic caused by the many strong aftershocks. So because I was trained, I was able to respond immediately. 3 weeks into the disaster, the rescue workers had not had a day of rest, so I treated the entire staff. Here you can see the rescue guys crashed out on the relief supplies, getting the treatment, which they later told me helped them a lot. In the remote communities, even though people had never heard of acupuncture, I was able to help them see that it can help them. For the next several months, I gave over 200 treatments, with people reporting how it made them feel better. One woman told me that after her second treatment, she noticed a big difference in the way she felt. Little things didn't make her angry. She no longer was edgy and frightened all the time, and she could finally sleep at night. Her teenage son nodded while she described the changes, and he told me that his mom seemed like herself again. This is what we want for all people who are suffering chronic stress and trauma from overwhelming experiences. This is why International Partners for Healing is doing this work. We believe that by training people locally, these effective treatments will reach the people in need and provide the care they need through the recovery process. To learn more about this program and to learn how you can help us, please visit the links provided here. Thank you for your interest. We are one human family on our beloved planet. Never underestimate the power of putting your care into action. It very well could be the only real force that will change our world for the better.